Okay, my voice is clear. Okay, let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. I hope and pray you all are doing well, alhamdulillah. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you for participating in this beneficial event. Alhamdulillah, we Oman Sister Committee welcome all brothers and sisters across the globe to join our event by Allah's blessing and mercy. MashaAllah. My name is Uzma and I'm doing Bachelor's in Psychology at IOU and Chairperson of Oman Sister Student Committee. The International Open University provides a golden opportunity to assess best quality of authentic education, alhamdulillah, whenever, wherever people may wish, without having to travel overseas or even leave the comfort of their homes. The goal is to enable education to anyone from any place at any time, mashallah. I welcome to dear Sister Sana Khan to my Sister Committee event. Sister Sana Khan, can you hear me?
Yes, alhamdulillah, I can hear you.
Alhamdulillah. We welcome you, dear Sister Sana, to Oman Sister Student Committee.
Thank you
Can
for
we
having
begin?
me. Jazakallah khair. Yes, sure. Yes, inshallah.
So our first question is, what makes IOU special and different from other universities and institutions?
Okay, so the best part about IOU is, alhamdulillah, as we are all aware, that the knowledge that is imparted at the university is based on the knowledge of the Salafus Saleh, the pious predecessors. And so, alhamdulillah, the knowledge that the students obtain here is authentic. And along with that, of course, even the secular knowledge that is provided from an Islamic perspective. So that makes IOU very, very unique. And along with that, the university, as we all know, is an online university. And in this modern day and age, this is one of the best ways to gain knowledge, because many of us, especially as women, cannot travel to different parts of the world to study. And even, brothers, for that matter, we have various commitments because of which we cannot travel to different parts of the world in order to seek knowledge. And IOU has, is the solution for this, where, there are various programs that are offered online, and you can study from the comforts of your home, and that to gain authentic knowledge, along with that. So that makes IOU very, very unique in that sense of the word, yeah. So.
Okay, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, we are lucky to be that IOU is here for us. So my
Yes.
next question is, what are community service are? Why are you make community service so important for the student? Is there any specific reason?
Yeah, okay. So community service, basically, the whole idea is, as the term goes, is service to the community that you are a part of. And as we know that Islam is a holistic faith, it is a holistic religion. We are not only limited to, we are not required to limit ourselves to just praying and fasting and, doing these basic tenets of Islam. But along with that, it's also very, very crucial that we reach out to the community that is around us. And that is also one of the most important ways of preaching Islam and teaching Islam to others. Because when you serve mankind, when you serve humanity, in a sense, you are also representing Islam, and you are also presenting a picture of Islam. So that essentially, along with your studies, this also becomes imperative that students go out and do this service, so that in the process, um, there's a lot that a student learns and develops as a result of volunteering and working out and being a part of the community, and also learning. So of course, this is why, one of the most important reasons is that this has been made compulsory, so that IOU students can go out and benefit the community, because see, they're gaining so much of Islamic knowledge, they're gaining so much. So in whatever way, if this can be let out into the community through service, then that would be the best way of implementing what is being taught at IOU. Hence, this has been made compulsory. And in whichever way, it could be online, it could be in your neighborhood, in your small circle, or it could be at some particular center that you have in your locality or in your community, that you can reach out to people, inshallah.
Inshallah, that is something really very important. Okay, my
Yes.
next question is, can a student opt out for dual streams?
Yes, but dual streams is not this option. As the older students might know that this option earlier was available for any combination, but now we have only limited it to one degree program, and along with that, any other non-degree program, as in, for example, intensive Arabic program. But a student cannot take two degree programs or together. Like for example, the student cannot offer a bachelor's in Islamic studies and a bachelor's in Arabic language, or for that matter, any other degree program. The two degree programs cannot be pursued simultaneously. However, IAP, which is an open program, it does not, it's not a degree program. So we have the intensive Arabic program that can be taken along with any other degree program. So yes, that's how it is.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. My next question is, what is grade transfer? In which scenarios it is applicable?
Okay, so grade transfer is basically transferring, your one semester course grades to the next semester, right? So, for example, a student is, let's say, the student completed the fall 2020 semester, but and because of certain reason, the student now wishes to transfer the grades of fall 2020 to spring 2021. Now, this can be done, but there are certain conditions. The reasons when this can be applied is if a student fails a course, or if the student completes everything except for assignments and still fails the course. Okay, so for this, the minimum grades that are required is 50, and that is the overall grade that I'm talking about. It has to be 50 or more than 50. Okay, but if the student, let's say, has missed their either final exams or midterm exams, okay, then the minimum score, in order to be, in order to qualify for grade transfer, is 35, the overall course grade. Okay, if a student has missed both the midterm and the final exams, then the student cannot apply for grade transfer. Of course, this is a very detailed process, so I'm just explaining very briefly. But of course, the best thing would be that the student, whoever wishes to apply for a grade transfer, it's best that they email us at the help desk. And inshallah, we can look at their grades and what they have missed, what they have done, whether they qualify or they do not qualify. We'll look into it, inshallah. And then we can, ask them, I mean, advise them about the next steps. And there's one more thing that I would like to add, that grade transfer is a paid process. Okay, and there is a fee that has that is attached along with it if a student has to apply for it. But it's best that they approach the help desk, inshallah, and we can assist them further.
Inshallah, inshallah. Okay, my next question is, if a student take admission in psychology and later they decided to change their stream from psychology to IT or to any Islamic program, so
Hmm.
is it possible for them to change their stream later?
Okay. So as far as stream change is concerned, once the semester begins, the student has enrolled, and everything is done. Then of course we do not entertain stream change, and of course even in the middle of the semester, this is not entertained for obvious reasons, because at that point in time enrolling is not possible. So we do not entertain stream change then. But yes, if the semester is over and the student wishes to apply for a stream change, they can, except for the new ALS stream that has been introduced in place of the old BA Arabic program. For that particular stream, we will not be changing the stream of the student at all. So once the student has opted for BA ALS stream, then the stream change will not be accepted at all. For all the other streams, of course, they can apply for stream change once the semester ends. And if there is, let's say, a stream change request within the same department, let's say a student is doing certificate in psychology, I'm just giving an example,
Yeah,
and
okay.
in the middle of the semester, the student feels, no, let me do associate degree, or let me, just switch to BSc psychology. So then you can do that in the middle of the semester because it's the same department, so that can be done. But if it's from one department to another department, like you said, let's say it's from, BSc psychology to IT or vice versa, then it's two separate departments. So that cannot be done in the middle of the semester. It can, however, be done at once the semester ends. I would also like to add a note here that in case if a student is on scholarship, then of course they will first have to seek the permission of the scholarship department, whether they can be permitted to change the stream or not. If the scholarship department approves and they agree, then of course they can approach the help desk and we can get the stream changed, inshallah. Yes.
Inshallah. Yes, thank you so much. So my next question is, how does fee system work in IOU? Is it same for all countries?
The fee system, is that?
Yes, fees.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have a slab basically. So if you look at the website, the IOU website, for every course, there is a link for the fee payment, and if you see, there is an entire scale that has been presented. All the various countries of the world are categorized into four different categories. You have the lowest developed country, and then you have the highest, and then you have the medium. So you have four broad categories. So for any course that you're interested in, you can go on the respective fee page, and if you see the the fee scale registration, if you go on that particular page, you will find four categories, and there you will find the country. So you will choose the country of your choice, and then you can see the fee. The fee also varies depending on the number of courses a student takes. Okay, so we can discuss that later, but for now, like I said, that each country, you have to see your country of residence, and then accordingly, that is the fee that is charged. So I hope that answers your
Okay.
question.
Yes. Okay, Marshall. That's so thoughtful of IOU. So my next question is, if a student has sufficient knowledge in particular course, can they use option of course waiver?
Okay, so there are two things that we have. First is a course waiver, and there is something also called as credit transfer. Okay, so there are two different things. Course waiver is applicable for computers and for English 101 and English 102. So basically, in course waiver, if a student has a degree in English, a bachelor's degree or something on those lines, and even for the same goes for computers, then they can apply for a course waiver for these three courses. Okay, and once it is approved, then the students have to take another course in its place from the waiver replacement courses. There's another category that is present, and from there they can choose any subject that they wish to do instead of, once the approval is given for these three courses. Now, credit transfer is a different thing. This is when, let's say a student studied at University A, BSc Psychology, and the student has completed, let's say, 10 subjects, and the student now wants to join the BSc degree program at IOU. And when the student looks at the syllabus and he or she decides that, okay, there are certain courses which I've already studied, then the student can apply for credit transfer. So there is, of course, a fee that has to be paid, and relevant, detailed syllabus and course related material that was studied in the previous university has to be submitted. And then the credit transfer department will go through it, and then they will let the student know that, if the credit transfer has been approved or not. So I hope that answers your question.
Alhamdulillah, in very detailed. Okay, my next question. Will the midterm and final exam remains open 24/7? Are they both online from home?
Okay, so all the exams that we have at IOU, Alhamdulillah, all of them are online. Uh, and all the exams, the module tests, the midterm, all the other exams are given at home except for the final exams. The final exams are to be given at registered exam centers, and Alhamdulillah, we have exam centers all across the globe. In case you live in an area where you have absolutely no IOU exam center, then you can definitely request a center, and inshallah the relevant department will look into it and approve it or reject it based on if all the requirements have been met or not. So final exams are generally given at centers. Now, of course, from the past 2 semesters, because of the unprecedented COVID-19 situation, which has, which everyone is facing across the globe, this, final exams, it was decided by the management that it will be done from home. But this is not the normal scenario. This is, of course, an exception to the rule. So these exams are basically, so like I said, all exams are from home except for the final exams. And as for them being open 24/7, see, the schedule, the students can find the schedule of all the dates and the deadlines on the dashboard when they sign or log in into their student account. And if they scroll down, they will find a schedule block, and all the dates are mentioned there, all the deadlines are mentioned there. And these deadlines have to be kept in mind. So whenever the period of the midterm exam begins, so the date will be mentioned, the time will be mentioned. So during those days, let's say it's open for 4 days or 5 days, it is open 24/7, because of course we have students from all across the globe, so each one will be giving their exams at a different time. But in that time period, that exam has to be given, so there are deadlines specified for the midterms, for the finals. So the students have to be very careful, and also I would like to mention that the timings on the entire website are in UTC. So it's very, very important to to basically see what your local time is, and basically convert your time accordingly, and then inshallah keep those dates and timings in mind, because many a times what happens is students miss that, and they think that, oh, it was my local time, and I didn't see it was UTC. But all our timings are in UTC, and you need to the students basically need to convert it to their local time and see whether they're ahead of UTC or behind UTC or whatever, inshallah. Yes.
Okay, inshallah. Yes. Okay, my next question is, if someone has a very busy life routine but still want to pursue their studies from IOU, does the university provide any facility that can help the student to manage?
Well, alhamdulillah, IOU, we have a lot of young students, but at the same time, we also have, a lot of, elder students. We have a lot of working professionals, alhamdulillah, a lot of working professionals, and that too who are working full time. So, of course, each one has different responsibilities, and each one, I mean, they have, different set of things that they have to do. But alhamdulillah, from time to time we have a lot of sessions on time management, and we which the students can go through, and inshallah try to manage their time. And the study plans that we have, like we have the part-time study plan. So if a student feels that it's a lot, they already have a lot of other commitments and they cannot give a lot of time, then they can definitely opt for the part-time program, where you can enroll in minimum one course or maximum 3 courses. So you should pick up a study plan which suits you best, which suits your schedule, which you think you can manage. And inshallah, anyone who's in the first semester and they already have a lot of other responsibilities, maybe you could start with part time, see how it goes, and then you can decide for yourself that, okay, maybe I can manage full time in the next semester, and then you can maybe upgrade to full time study plan in the next semester. So apart from that, of course, we also have, alhamdulillah, the student counselor with us. So in case if a student is really finding it hard to manage, their studies, or if there is anything, that they're finding difficult to deal with, any personal issues or anything of that sort, they can definitely, speak to her. And inshallah, she's there to assist and to provide solutions, to their problems, inshallah.
Yes, Alhamdulillah. Okay, we come to our last question. Is
Yes.
there a graduation ceremony for the IOU graduates? How will the student receive their degree, diploma, or certificate?
Okay. So yes, alhamdulillah, we have an online convocation ceremony. It usually takes place around January, and alhamdulillah, so we have it once a year, and it is held online, just like we have the orientation program, like 2 days back, for those of you all who attended. So it's basically an online program. Of course, the certificates are also sent, the hard copies are sent, of course, once the graduation fee is paid by the student and all other graduation requirements are met by the student, then definitely a hard copy is also sent to the students. But of course, it's not at the time of the graduation ceremony. The graduation ceremony takes place at a particular time, and certificates reach you as in when all the requirements have been met and the certificates have been printed and are ready to be dispatched. So the students, we do have a graduation ceremony, alhamdulillah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, Sister Sana, for giving such useful information and your precious time. Jazakallah khairan.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me over. Jazakallah khair.
Yeah, and I apologize for my internet connection. For some reason, I don't know, it goes something wrong in the beginning. So I really apologize to everyone for that.
No worries, sister. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. I ask Allah, the most gracious, to accept all our efforts and shower His blessings upon His humble servants. Ameen, Ya Rab. Okay, from here, I hand over my mic to dear Sister Shifa, and I would like to thank Sister Shifa for always providing us important information regarding IOU.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
All right, so Alhamdulillah, we all know International Open University, or IOU, and inshallah, let me just brief you up a little bit about the awareness and the programs that are offered at IOU. I hope a lot of our questions were clarified, but if you'd like to know about the courses being held in all the departments, inshallah, let's have a look at these. But before that, as you all know, IOU was established in 2007 in Qatar with 22 free diploma short courses, alhamdulillah, with 1,500 students who had registered. And as the time went on in 2010, the first tuition-free Bachelor of Arts in Islamic Studies was started with 30,000 students from across 177 countries. And Alhamdulillah, in 2014, we had 4 new departments. And by 2015, 2 new departments were added. And Alhamdulillah, as of 2020 May, we have 600,000 plus students from across 229 countries, Alhamdulillah. So IOU stands with authenticity, accessibility, affordability, community, Islamic ethics, and quality and application for the students. So let's have a look at the departments and the programs that we have. So we have the Department of Islamic Studies, Department of Education, Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. We also have a Department of Psychology, Department of Business Administration, Department of Information Technology, Department of Arabic Language and Linguistics, English Language and Linguistics. We also have a special Global Quran Memorization Center. We have a General Diploma in Islamic Studies, and also another affiliated website, Ilm Institute. So these are the different courses which are offered under each department. So under Islamic Studies, we have Bachelor of Arts in Islamic Studies. We also offer higher diploma, which is also a bridge to master's. If you have already a bachelor's in any other field, and if you'd like to go for a master's in Islamic Studies, you can do a short higher diploma course in order to pursue master's. And a new department is also opened under Islamic Studies. We have a PhD in Islamic Studies, alhamdulillah. Also, we have under Islamic Economics, Bachelor of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. We also have associate degree in Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance, and also a certificate program is offered. Under Information Technology, we have BSc, Bachelor of Science in IT. We also have associate degree in IT, and a certificate program is also offered at IOU. Under the Arabic language and linguistics, we have Bachelor of Arts in Arabic language, a higher diploma, which is also a bridge to master's. We also have Masters of Islamic Studies and an intensive Arabic program, which is a very short certificate course. So apart from this, we also have a Department of Education where we have B.Ed or Bachelor of Education, also offers associate degree in education and a certificate in education as well. Under business administration, we have Bachelor of Business Administration. We also offer associate degree in business administration, or even certificate program is available. Under psychology, we have Bachelor of Psychology, which is BSc in Psychology, and we also have associate degree or even a certificate program is available. Under the Special Quran Memorization Center, we have Quran memorization, Ijaza programs, Tajweed programs, Alhamdulillah. And we also offer different diploma courses, which comes under the General Diploma in Islamic Studies. The fees is very affordable. Let's look at the courses and how to get a general diploma. If you're new, inshallah, you'd love this because IOU offers more than 40 courses at just a very small subscription fee of as little as $1 per month. And there are no minimum requirements, and the time is very flexible and it is very organized. And also a certificate is offered at the completion of each course. And upon completing 24 such courses, inshallah, a diploma is offered to the student, a diploma in Islamic studies. Apart from that, there are other short courses available at Institute as well. So the enrollment and the fees, the tuition is free, but for the enrollment in the semester, it really differs from the student's country of residence and also depends on what course they are selecting and whether it is part-time or accelerated. For the information regarding the fees, inshallah, I think we also spoke about it during the Q&A. You can have a look at the different courses, inshallah, to know about it. Also, IOU is accredited in Somalia under the Doctorate of Higher Education in the Somali Federal Republic. It is also accredited in Gambia under the Ministry of Higher Education and the National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority. It is also accredited in National Council for Technical, Vocational, and other technical awards. Alhamdulillah. So for more information or for about the admissions, you can contact the info@iou.edu.gm. Also, you can visit the website, which is www.iou.edu.gm. If you need or require any assistance, if you have any doubts, more doubts to be clarified, inshallah, you can approach the help desk at iou.edu.gm. And if you have any questions related to the Oman, anything related to Oman programs, anything regarding the upcoming events, or if you have any questions, you can also email to oman.sr.sc@iou.edu.gm, inshallah. Also, the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram handles have been displayed on the screen. You can go and follow that as well for any further information. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, I hope you have a clearer picture of what is offered at IOU. And the Oman Sisters Committee, IOU Oman Sisters Committee also has upcoming events, inshallah. So don't forget, you can mark your calendars. On 12th of March 2021, we have a Hifz Guidance for Women by Qarya Shahnaz Choprar on Zoom, and this is a sisters only event. So inshallah, you can join in on that. And we also have another lecture coming on 14th of March. do's and don'ts for starting a new semester. So if you are a new student and are eagerly waiting to start your semester, inshallah, that would be a really wonderful session for you, inshallah. So looking forward to seeing you all in our upcoming events, inshallah. So with this, I would say, Alhamdulillah, we have come towards the end of our lovely session. First and foremost, I'm grateful to Allah for this beautiful opportunity where we have gathered to learn and acquire knowledge in just the comfort of our homes, to learn more about different things and our frequently asked questions that we have had. Alhamdulillah, a lot of them have been clarified. We didn't have to do much, just join in on YouTube. Alhamdulillah, such a beautiful way and such a beautiful session that we have had. I'd like to take this amazing opportunity to thank our esteemed guest speaker, Sister Sana Shaikh Khan, who has taken her time out to be here with us and clarified our doubts and a lot of questions that we've had for a while now. I hope this session was beneficial for each one of us. And I'd also like to thank IOU for this incredible platform to learn and grow our knowledge. And a special thanks to Sister Maria, who is the Student Committee Officer, for her continuous support and cooperation. Sister Uzma, who is the chairperson of the Oman SC, Sister Parveen, and our lovely Oman Sisters Student Committee for their time and effort to make sure that this event takes place smoothly. Last but never the least, I take pleasure to thank all of you beautiful sisters and brothers who has taken your time out to benefit from this session, to understand the different things going on at IOU and getting your doubts clarified and clear. Alhamdulillah. And may Allah accept this little efforts of ours to make each other's life easier and to gain knowledge at a very easy way. Alhamdulillah. So with this, inshallah, we will conclude the session with a dua. Also, do look forward to the upcoming event, inshallah. So we shall end here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.